Hello and welcome back to another Dumb Laws video. Today I have 5 odd laws from Ireland. Also, quick disclaimer, the websites I used for my sources didn't really give out where they got their info from, so I just had to use a bunch of websites that said the same law, hoping that they weren't all wrong. So if you think one of the laws I say today isn't real, tell me in the comments section, and if you have proof for one, put it down in the comments section. Also, my sources are in the description in case you're skeptical. Number 1. It is illegal in Ireland to use witchcraft, sorcery, or practice occult arts, or as Google describes it, of involving or relating to supernatural, mystical, or magical powers or phenomena. On the website I was reading about this, there was a comment section, and this one guy named Namor practically wrote an article of his own talking about why this law is stupid, and then he explains about why he thinks the Catholic Church is corrupt, and he praises his own religion, Wicca, which as far as I could tell is a pagan religion where they worship a furry god, a ripoff of Wheel of Fortune, and oh wow, sex magic. I don't know much else about it, but Wikipedia seems to know. I also don't think Namor realizes he's talking about a debatable topic that he seems to be passionate in on a silly website about dumb laws. No one's gonna take him seriously here. But don't worry, Namor, I'll argue with you. On lines 9 and 10, Namor writes, Christmas and Easter are original Wicca blessed holidays, but this makes zero sense, seeing as the Wiccan religion was founded by Gerald Gardner back in 1954. We have stories of Christmas being celebrated as far back as 336 during the reign of Roman Emperor Constantine. Now, I have heard before that the dates of Easter and Christmas were changed to combat pagan holidays, but even if this is true, it doesn't change the meaning behind those holidays. Just because two holidays fall into the same week or so doesn't mean you can say they happen for the same reason. For example, you wouldn't say Christmas and Hanukkah are the same thing, even though they are celebrated at the same time of year. They are commemorating different events. Also, Namor says, and I quote, most of the traditions people practice every day, Christmas, Easter, etc. End quote. Dude, every day? You don't see me stringing neon lights to my house in the middle of June. Honestly, I could nitpick Namor's post all day, but I have to finish the script before I die. So number 2, if a leprechaun comes to your home, you legally have to share your dinner with him. This is the one I'm the most skeptical about. I doubt this is an actual law, but instead an old Irish tradition or something. But the thing is, how do you know who a leprechaun is? Is it just any small person like Google describes it? If so, does the Irish president count? Hey, now that I think about it, this law seems a little biased. I think the Irish government should be more specific when describing small people. We can't just go around giving all the small people dinner and leave out the fat people. We need to grow more potatoes and make the leprechaun the national bird of this fair country. Matthew for Irish President 2020. Make Ireland great again. Number 3. At Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland's capital, the school dress code for scholars includes a sword, and you can be fined for not carrying one around. I don't know if they actually enforce this rule anymore, but I'd definitely follow this rule if I went to Trinity, because there's no way a terrorist is going to try to shoot up a school if all the students are carrying around machetes. The only way I could see this rule backfiring is if the students had alcohol, but there's no way a college would just give students alcohol. Number 4. Oh wait. Students at Trinity get free wine when taking an exam. Yeah, forget what I said about the whole sword thing being a good idea. Okay, last one. So in 1665, the bubonic plague, or Black Death, as the hippies call it, once again found its way into London. The Irish, just one island away from Great Britain, were worried that the horrid disease would soon spread to Ireland, so they passed a law that said the first Wednesday of each month would be spent fasting and for penance. Even though modern scientists have discovered that the plague was spread by fleas on rats instead of by bad air or punishment from God, the way the medieval people believed it was spread, this Wednesday fasting law was only abolished 4 years ago, back in 2015, when the Irish government was taking down a bunch of useless laws. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I have here on my little paper that, to do an Irish accent, but the thing is, I don't actually know what an Irish accent is, so you're lucky. You don't get to hear that. If you did, you might be scarred for life.